rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy as a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. Back up. I had to get back.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got one.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Marsh looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's get it. Check 53 is Mike. 20. Gun. 53 is Mike. 53.
Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A little juke. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was
I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
this fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You got motion, man. You get it.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Go. 55, Mike, 55. So don't say nothing. Mike, 55. Mike, shoot.
From the gun, Marsh. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
At the 22-yard line.
What's that? 180. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Gun. Some got me.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here I come again.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Marsh. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Marsh. He's going to run, but he's got a long. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike. 780. 53. Mike. All you get is a head.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going for Metcalf. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter gains.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Newton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Marsh, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 34.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hurry, shoot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Marsh, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Marsh, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check set. 180. Check 55 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
First down, a run with Cohen. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 180. 53 is the mic. It's been a long day for you.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the 2nd week of the regular season. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
20.
Now Cohen. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. This is Cohen, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
90, Wolf. Hey, Charlie. No, check that. We want Mike 52. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Marsh. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw, Marsh. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. McManus's point after is good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 10. I got you, boy. 35-yard line.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Get it. Gun. 20.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off play action. Marsh. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Look, Katie. Gun. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. John Ross, 95 yards, and the Jaguars get a score closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Great. No.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
53, Mike, I got you.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this announcer kind of speechless, cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Murphy now to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on, D.
They try again with Cohen. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Carson.
Check 26, check 26.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get it together. Here we go.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this one is right down Broadway. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. On first down, Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And able to work his way down to the 16. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the Seahawks on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run. This is Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Yo, go! Hey, exit.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, check. Go.
On first and 10, Marsh going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Great.
Mike 53. All day, every day.
On second down now, it's Carson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 3rd down, Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock warning.
Watch the run. Switch.
Gun. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the ball.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Carson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hey, wahoo!
Check that. We got Mike 52.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, Marsh. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hit it.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Hey, eat. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
Ready.
Down to a knee one more time, and